Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hot Mic Cold Tea. I'm your host, Vibez V, and Official Beats.
What's going on, y'all?
Unfortunately, no Christy B tonight. However, we do have a very special guest host, my sister, one of my sisters anyway, Miss Erica Moses.
Hey.
Hi, Erica.
Hi,
Welcome
guys.
to the podcast.
Hot Mic Cold Tea with the shady folks. Red flag or nah with the real gets to. We petty for real, never on chill.
Red
Watching
flag
our
or
show,
nah.
you know the tea gon' spill. Let the grown folks speak. This show not for the weak. Put the truth in the cup, drama mix it up. Talk split, get checked. We don't play. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. And if you want the tea, then you should come through.
I got
Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's Christy B, Official Beats, and Vibez V with the news. Mic check 1 2 1 2. And if you want the tea, then you should come through. Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's Christy B, Official Beats, and Vibez V
You
with
are
the
my
news.
fucking best friend. Who are you?
And Erica is a mother, an author, an astrologer, a philosopher, and a lifelong student of the human experience. As a neurodivergent thinker, she brings curiosity, depth, humor, and fearless honesty into every conversation she enters. Erica is not afraid of difficult topics. In fact, she often leans into the places most people avoid, using reflection, lived experience, and spiritual insight to explore healing, identity, relationships, grief, accountability, and personal transformation. Writing under the name Erica Moses recently published her first book, The Art of Personal Closure.
Yeah. Congratulations.
A guided workbook designed to help readers find peace,
There you go.
emotional clarity, and closure from within, especially when the apology, explanation, or goodbye never comes. Rooted in compassion and a deep love for, as well as fictional novels that explore emotional, identity, transformation, and the complexity of human nature. So welcome, Erica.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah,
I'm
that was
happy
a
to
great
be here.
introduction.
That was a lot.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it was.
Well, we always got to make sure our guests feel special. So,
Exactly.
nothing short of that.
Thank you.
So tonight we are going to be talking about murder trials, domestic violence, toxic relationships, warning signs people ignore, and the dangerous reality of many people facing behind closed doors. So, icebreaker question, Erica. What is one relationship red flag people ignore way too often?
When the person is always the victim, when you ask them, why did you break up with the last person? It's never their fault. It's always someone else's fault. They never say, well, my last relationship was this or that. They were cheated on. And the person stopped communicating with them. And then if you listen close enough, you'll hear that everything is their sibling's fault, their supervisor's fault. That is something people ignore and they feel like they're the rescuer now.
Yes. So what kind of behavior would you classify that as when people do that? Are they looking for somebody to that they could play victim with?
I think that these people just do not hold themselves accountable. And then you wonder why when you're in the relationship with them, they never say sorry. They can never admit when they're wrong. Well, they never had to. And then they have people that come along and say, you know what? This person has been done dirty so much in their past. Their baby mother, their baby father, whoever, right, has done them so dirty. So I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Official Beats?
I mean, the victim mentality is something that's a problem. One of those things where, if they can't take accountability, then usually they're the problem. That's pretty much what I gotta say about it.
I think that type of behavior to me is we classify as narcissistic, but I think we need to figure out a different verb to describe these people because it's more so attention getting. Like they're just looking for attention to me, more so than trying to be in control of a situation, right?
So more so like an attachment complex.
Yeah, like an adapter, so to speak. But we don't really know if they are real about what they're talking about or what they say their past was, or if they're lying about it. And we don't know until it's too late a lot of time.
Isn't that up to the person that is not necessarily being told the story, but hearing the story and what's been going on in their past, that's up to that person to believe it or not. And if they don't believe it, would that be like, I don't know, I don't know, maybe
I mean, but how do you know though? It's almost
you
like you
really
have to
don't.
do like a
You really don't know because you never was there.
true.
I'm going through divorce right now, and one thing that we both had to take away from this was the parts that we played in it. And even if it's no more than you entertaining it, right? So my husband, my husband was really like I'm just gonna say, like, he was like emotionally and mentally and verbally abusive. He was aloof, he was distant, he was the avoidant, I was the anxious one. And I'm not used to being in that position at all. But even still, even with that being said, I can't completely blame everything on him. Not just me participating, but also things like when I like one when I finally realized my part that I played in it and I was done, I realized how much of my own power I had given away. I realized how much, like, not only my own power, but how much I was willing to stroke his ego. And one of the things I said to him was, "This relationship cannot continue. It cannot continue like this. So either I feed your soul or nothing at all. I can no longer feed your ego." So I mean, that was a part that I played in.
Yeah, and I feel like both parties have to identify both parts that they played in. But if, say you moving on and you find somebody and you tell them your past, they may not believe it or they can believe it. It still don't make you be this person that is dependent on what's this term? It doesn't make you not be hold yourself accountable for your part that's being played in it. It doesn't make it not less believable because you told your half and you don't know the other half.
Well, I don't think it's that. I mean, I think it's the fact that when you meet somebody, you don't know exactly what it is you're getting yourself into.
Right.
You just don't because you weren't in that past relationship. You only know what they're telling you. Unless you do a deep
Right.
dive, do a background check, do a friend's reference check, do, talk to their mama, talk to their daddy, talk to their uncles, talk to their cousins, talk to people down the street. And that's a lot.
Yeah.
You got to do all that just to be in a relationship. I mean, you might as well be single.
Right. Right. Or
Me
just take it
personally,
for face value until otherwise.
yeah, yeah, because
Until
eventually their
otherwise,
true
until they show
pattern,
you different.
that part, because
Right.
their pattern will
Yeah,
show.
but then how long have you been in that situation?
So my thing is this: I promise you, I don't walk into relationships saying this is what this person did to me, because then it teaches that like when you're in front of a predator, and I don't mean like any kind of particular predator. I mean any kind, like someone who likes to play victim, someone who see a weak person and attack. That like right there shows that this person will tolerate this. I don't go into relationships saying I will never go into a relationship saying here's what he did to me. No, I was treated like a queen at all, because they were good parts. So here's my thing. My standard is this: it's none of that person's business. Honestly, it's not my story to tell what he did or how he did it. My only thing and this is me personally. I'm not putting down anyone who goes in, because it is a form of honesty to go in and say, "Hey, this is what happened in my past. Here's not what I'm dealing. Here's what I'm not going to deal with." But for me personally, I'm gonna focus on what he did right, and it's either meet that standard or not. That's it.
So this topic brings us into our main topic for the evening, the Zarius Hildebrand murder trial. So Zarius Hildebrand, an Army officer, is facing murder charges and tampering with evidence after the prosecution said he shot and killed his wife and stuffed her into a storm drain. His defense is saying that she killed herself and he panicked.
So, yeah,
Okay.
How can you?
All right. So your spouse committed suicide and you buy a trash can, stuff her in the trash can, roll the trash can out to the storm drain, take her out the trash can, stuff her into the storm drain, and then when everybody's looking for her, you like, oh, she went to work.
Hold on, I think you sped up a bit. So they found her. They found her with a gunshot wound to her head and her temple. Okay, and then he said that he woke up with her dead beside him, right?
They didn't find her body in the house.
No. What I'm saying is, he said that he woke up with her dead beside
he
him.
woke up, she was dead. Yes, that's what he said.
So then
that's his defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you woke up with somebody shot in their head beside you
that you love,
right?
That's your spouse.
And you You don't call the police.
Nope.
And when you do call the police, you claim that she killed herself.
No, he did not. He did not call the police. Her best friend
her
called
best
the
friend.
police.
Sorry, I'm sorry. My bad. Her best friend called the police.
And he never told the police
reported
that he
her
shot herself.
missing.
That she shot herself.
Okay. So, but it was alleged that she committed suicide, right?
After he was caught.
After he was caught. But if she was if he woke up and she was shot in her head, don't you think he would have heard the gunshots?
I don't even think that's the problem here.
Like,
I think the problem is the fact that you're trying to say that your wife committed suicide, but yet still you stuffed her in a storm drain.
yeah, now that part is ridiculous. And the fact that he went on about his life and everybody else around him was looking for her.
Yeah.
And his squad, his barrack, everybody, I mean, not his barrack, his whoever he reported to was aware of what was going on. Everybody and anybody that knew his wife was missing was doing the work to trying to find her, but him. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
And then when the mother said, she said that she was, her and her sister, the mother and the sister, which is the girl's aunt, they were posting up like posters, help find such and such, help find Soraya. And they try to get in contact with the dude to help them with it. And he gives an excuse, oh, I can't because I can't find my license. Like, that has nothing to do with you still showing up.
But he didn't care.
And
he didn't care. She found text messages that he was texting other women.
Right. And also I'm questioning why he killed her.
I'm about to say, right? You see, I think most men that cheat feel like I can get her back. Like, I'm gonna get caught and she gonna leave and I can get her back. It's something missing. Like, either it was a man involved.
A lot missing.
Yeah, it's like he covered that up, or he told her, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm gonna be with these women, and she did kill herself, or C was in there acting crazy and she got shot. But what we do know is that he hid her body. That he's guilty. I don't even understand why he's pleading not guilty. It's like, do you not know we can see you in the store? Like, imagine
buying everything.
That's even more crazy. Like, he went back to that store several times to buy certain items.
Which lets me know it was not premeditated. That was too messy. Like, he had nothing planned.
Too messy.
I do think
too messy.
Like, he was. Yes. They said he was super drunk when he left. I really feel like either he told her he was not going to be with her no more. He was leaving her for one of those women. She did it. Or you know what, another theory I have? That she was cheating too, but he wanted to kill her. That's one of my little, like I'm not saying
the only thing that makes sense, because if he was cheating, why would you kill her because you're cheating? But then
exactly,
they were in the military. The military doesn't look positively on adultery.
Yeah, they don't care.
They frown upon that. So he could have saw that he was going to lose a lot more. Yeah, they do. But I don't think he cared about that at that point. I mean, it's just like, what's that case we covered? Go ahead.
Who, B? But they described him as sloshed. Like, basically, they described him as basically so drunk. And and he was like happy when he left. They were both happy. And it's like, what happened to where murder got involved?
Yeah.
I really feel like it's a lot more that led up to that. I feel like he had these thoughts of doing this beforehand. And once it got to a head to where he did not want to be looked at as a cheater, she talked about probably leaving him and taking him for everything he got. And he was probably like, no, the hell you not. I'm going to kill you type of thing. And that's what it was.
I don't think so. They were only married for 8 months. Why couldn't y'all just go get an annulment?
She couldn't take him to everybody. He had no kids. Like, I thought about that too, but it's like 8 months. Like Valencia said, it's like
8 months is not good.
I think they've been together longer than that.
They weren't married though.
No,
married is different. Exactly. They probably were together a lot longer than that.
No, they weren't. They met online. They got married in less than a year of meeting up in person, and they were married for 8 months.
Okay.
They weren't even. They didn't even know each other.
I must have missed all that.
Yeah, you did. Okay. They weren't together that long. That's what I'm saying. Why don't you just leave? Like, I don't understand why people don't leave.
Well,
why are you cheating? And then when you want to kill your spouse,
a fear of missing out.
Missing out on what? What are you missing out on? You're already cheating. So you clearly don't want to be with the person you're with.
No, I guess a fear of missing out on what he could have had if she leaves. He gets his. It's a case of what is it? The have my cake and eat it too theory. So he gonna do his little thing out there, and he knows he got a wife at home. There's no attachments when he goes out there and do what he want to do out there. He's gonna come back home regardless. He's gonna come back home, and he's gonna have his wife regardless. There's some people that understand that, and then there's some that don't.
No, I don't
His
think.
wife didn't understand that, obviously, and he killed her ultimately at the end of the
Who
day.
understands that?
Oh, there's people out here that's okay with that. That's their spouses. All right, as long as that's my man. He gonna come home regardless.
Well, they
You
might as
decide.
well be poly.
No, that's a nah.
Why not?
That's not how they think. Maybe that's not how they think. But there are some women out here that be like, look, you gonna go ahead and do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do me, but you better bring your ass back home. There are some women that are
I don't
like,
know no women like that.
you don't know any women like.
I
There
don't
are
know
some
women
women
like
that do that.
I don't think
that
so.
are like that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
I
But I just
have known women like that. He ain't have enough money for that. He didn't. It's usually them kind of men that can pull that off.
But you
He
know
got
some people that
like
are
Jada Waiter.
mm,
that.
If she,
yeah, I don't know. I
he,
just
like,
think
think about
he
little
should have
baby.
just. I mean, he should have just left. I mean,
Yeah, ultimately,
I don't know
yes.
why
Bottom line,
we're
yeah.
doing this.
Yeah,
This
bottom
whole
line, they should have just split. For
I'm a
sure.
cheat and then I'm gonna kill you because I'm cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like just leave. Like the last time I checked, divorce court still exists. I don't understand what is the problem.
Yeah.
So
Does the military look down on divorce?
no, you know how many military people get divorced? Like no,
They're probably
no,
the leading cause of divorce rates, to be
no.
honest.
I think it was a
Maybe,
man up in the mix with somebody else's wife up in the mix.
or maybe she did commit suicide, and he really didn't understand how to explain to her family that she found out that he was cheating, and she
That
decided she needed it in her life.
or he probably said, "Do it. I don't care. She did it. Now you responsible."
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely more to this. It's definitely more that's missing from this whole entire story. But the fact that he pretended like he didn't know what she was the whole time is just insane to me. Like her mother is looking for her. She's
Yeah,
under
man.
your bed, and then she was under the bed for like 3 days, and nobody smelled it. Like I'm confused.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. All right, moving on. So, do you guys think that since COVID, there has been a rise in domestic violence?
Possibly. It could be. It could be.
Why do you
Possibly.
Why do you think that?
Because of just, the sheer fact, because COVID exposed a lot of things, whether you want to be with that person or not, because we were quarantined. So the ones that made it through possibly made it through the quarantine part of COVID probably got tired of each other. People just get tired of each other being quarantined together. And
What
that
are you
exposure,
talking about right now?
I'm talking about the exposure of people being in relationships that don't want to be in their relationship, that ultimately didn't like the person at the end of the day. So yes, the rise of domestic violence rates could have rose because of that, because of the COVID. Yes.
Erica?
I think that as time go on, divorce rates go up, and so does abuse. I think people are more and more prone to being narcissists. I think internet is ruining marriages, and that's what I think. I don't think. I think
Yeah.
that just my personal opinion. And to be honest, and to be fair, I have not done any research on that to like. I've never even thought about that question, but I think that in time itself, it's just people are so selfish nowadays and self-absorbed. It's about me. Or like it's not like it's like people will defend a celebrity or a person in their lives because that's who that person is, and not because that person is necessarily right.
Mm.
And when you see that repeatedly, then you tend to think you can get away with stuff. That's what I think.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the internet does play a part in all of that. It gives a facade of false living and false what you could have, and people strive for that. And 9 times out of 10, you can't get that because those people have it. That's their life. And that's not your life. Your life isn't set up that way. So it creates a delusion, so to speak. So yeah.
So why do people stay in relationships and abusive relationships longer than we think that they should?
I think that once your nervous system gets used to things, hold on, can I do a little shameless plug? In my book, I talk about that. Like your nervous system gets used to things. So no, because it does, right? So when you're in the rhythm of, you ever had something good happen to you and you're like, not even that feeling of it's not too good to be true. It's like it's boring or this person seems phony. It's just you're not aligned with that person, right? So when you become aligned with that person that you're with and abuse becomes normal, you internalize it. So like I just said, my last relationship was like that, except for he didn't put his hands on me. 'Cause I would have called y'all.
Right.
So but I'm just playing.
Right.
But it's like I started to like make excuses in my mind for what he was saying. I started to believe it because I started to see what he was saying. It's called conditioning, right? They do it all the time with music, television, everything. So you begin to believe what's happening to you is your fault, or you can see the other person's point of view, and eventually it becomes normal, and you normalize
Right.
certain behaviors to the point where anything outside of that seems abnormal. Then you start to feel less deserving
Hmm.
of
Mhm.
something outside of that. And on top of that, most of the time, what people don't talk about enough is that abusive relationships are not mostly bad. They're mostly good. They're some of the most like loving people outside of the abuse. And then when it happens, you start to feel like, well, what did I do wrong? This person's telling you you're selfish,
Mhm.
you're a hypocrite. You say this, then you do that. They play on your insecurities. And then next thing you know, you're blaming yourself too. Eventually, they take their hand off the steering wheel and you start blaming yourself. You start staring. That's what I think happens. And I think they stay. Like I said, again,
Mhm.
people don't talk about enough how the relationship typically is very good when it's good. The sex is usually good. The chemistry in other ways is really
I
good.
got
Then you have a lot of fun.
I gotta
I knew
disagree
she
with that one.
I knew she
No,
No,
I
had
gotta
well,
disagree with that
I
one.
knew she had
My abusive relationship was 100% mental, and it wasn't good. Like I lost a lot of myself in that relationship because I wanted it to work mainly for my kids, but because I did not know and I did not understand how it was that you were so in love with me, or so you say you were, and everything was transpiring in that relationship that just wasn't a loving relationship. You know what I mean? And it's like I kept wanting to believe that you would change and you didn't. But you just lied about everything. Like everything was a lie. So yeah, I don't know. I think we stay longer in relationships because we want them to work.
ultimately, but that's what I'm gonna say. I think we ultimately, bottom line, we want them to work so much to the point where we do discard those flags of things that are go unsaid and things that and feelings that we feel that is like maybe I'm tripping, you know, and that continues and continues, and then you're conditioned. That's that continuing of the dismissive, like that's not, I'm not tripping, you know, that becomes into this coping thing where it's like not this time, you know, maybe another time, I don't know, and then you just stop realizing it, and it's years down the line where you like, hold on, nah, this ain't where I'm supposed to be, this is not what I want, this is not what this relationship is supposed to be. And yeah, at the end of the day it becomes one of those things like you said where
So how long should you give a relationship before you deem it abusive or good? And this is a
I
question
mean
for
nothing. Listen
anybody
to
that's
me.
watching too. This is the call to ask your question. How long should you stay in a relationship before you deem it abusive or good?
I think that depends on the person.
I don't think for me it ain't time. It depends on red flags for me. Listen, right? I agree with you too. You want it to work and you stay, but I also go back to by the time you realize how bad it is, like he said, you're so far offshore. You're like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And at first, it does
Right.
like it's a good like I don't know many people who walk into the relationship and it's bad immediately. You know, you keep this measuring thing like,
Hmm.
well, it's more good than bad. It's more good than bad. But then eventually you get so conditioned, you're so far offshore, you're like, what the heck? How is the bar so far in hell that you're like, oh my God, today was a good day. He didn't argue with me. Or for women who being physically abused, today's a good day. He didn't slap me. Like that's how far it
Right,
goes off eventually. Or men, because it's not just women.
right,
He like, man, today a good day. She ain't go through
Yeah.
my
right.
phone. She ain't break my phone. She ain't do this. Like that starts to feel like
Right.
the good day. So the
And
bar
call
gets
me
in
crazy.
hell eventually. But I think at first it's like, right, she ain't
Right.
called up to my job, threatened to pull up on my supervisor because my supervisor female. It didn't get there today. Today was a good day. But for me, it ain't no time frame. It's some amount of red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then how much responsibility do your friends and family have when they see the red flags that you don't see?
Your family plays a part, but at the same time, you can't always depend on that. You are still walking your path. So your family can shed light on it and give you advice, but they don't ultimately make the decision. So I mean,
Right, but how much responsibility should they have in your life if they're
less
like
than less if it
they're like official beats like, nah,
okay. If
Vibez V got too many red flags. You need to
if
go.
they
Wait,
have
no, I'm
it,
gonna switch that around. Vibez V, official V's got too many red flags. You need
please,
to go.
please. Anyway, unless they say they have less than 10%. Less, I would, if I had to put a number on it or a percentage on it, it'd be less than probably 5% for real. And influence,
I
because
would
I
say
still
none.
at the end of the day, yeah,
None.
yeah. Because
Wow.
at the
That's
end of the day,
interesting.
you still have to play the part. You still have to go through life yourself. It is your walking path, your path.
Yes,
They don't.
but I'm pretty sure that people told you in your past,
Mhm.
like, nah, you
Not
don't need
present too.
they don't need to be.
Go ahead.
But could you picture me saying, Valencia, you met him, you saw this, and you saw that? Right,
I've been told the same things.
right. But then here's
And
the thing.
but then go ahead.
But your standards are not my standards. Your standards are not my standards, and my standards aren't yours. And then on top of that, what about people like one of my friends? She don't tell nobody because she's lost friends. Her sister fell out. So now I'm asking her to put aside her trauma to take a chance on me. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's anybody else's responsibility. I think that everybody's not approachable. I think that you are in control of your own life and your own agency. I think that if you ask them, I think that that's when the responsibility comes in for them to be honest.
I mean, yeah, but if
I still don't.
somebody's saying stuff that you're not saying, I think that they should let you know. Let me know. Cause I'm gonna listen
Yeah, but I
this
don't
time.
think if they don't, it's their responsibility.
But all right,
But I
so
think that if they don't
okay,
let you know, it's not their responsibility.
right. So they let you know and you wrong, then what?
Then you move on with your life.
So you won't feel like you made the wrong decision?
No. Because guess what? If it was meant for us to be together,
But if you
regardless of what
but you
anybody
ain't
said,
gonna
we gonna
feel
be together.
bad. You gonna feel bad that you accuse somebody and or
No.
that you listened to your family over the person that was with you?
No, I won't.
Wow.
I will not. Ever. No.
Wow.
I made that mistake once. I will not make that mistake again.
But that don't mean that's gonna be that situation is different from this current situation though.
No, not if it's the same thing that somebody's saying something I'm not saying.
But exactly. So what I'm saying is you're gonna still listen whether you're wrong and still follow through whether you're wrong.
Yes.
Wow.
If the
You're not gonna
universe
feel no
wants
kind
us
of remorse?
together,
Nah, nah,
it
nah.
will
It's not
circle
up to
back
it's not
and we
see,
will be together.
but that don't make that but what if that doesn't work out like that? It don't work out like that for most people. It
I'm not
really
most
don't.
people.
Oh, you're
I
not
am
most
not
people.
most people. My name is not most people.
But you are part of most people.
No, I'm not. I am one of a kind.
Everybody's one of a kind, really.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Let's not do that.
Okay. Everybody's one of one.
Everybody is not.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
similarities, but not all everybody's the same.
Moving on. Can social media make a relationship toxic?
No, that's either in you.
No.
No,
Social media can't make a relationship toxic.
no, it can't. It depends on the people that are in that relationship to make it toxic. Social media has no control over a relationship.
I'm sorry, but was people not trying to beat up what's his name when Megan broke up with him for cheating?
Did you see him get punched in the face? Did you see him getting attacked?
But did you not see everybody on Megan's side?
But did you see him getting attacked though? People could be they're just Twitter fingers, but they ain't really they don't know what Clay going through. They don't know this man. This man don't give a fuck. After the day that shit broke, that nigga was on a fucking yacht, living his best life. He ain't worried about shit.
Getting death threats.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about that shit. For real, he was not worried about that. Come on now, he was not. I'm glad social media don't got that kind of control because there'd be a lot of fucking relationships that be in fuck.
I think social media has that control.
No, they don't. No.
I think it does. Erica, what do you think?
I think that it can, but like the people that let the control like that, they also see that. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. Back in our day, when I mean back in our day, I mean like people who were like 35 and older, right?
Mhm.
Those were the same people who get in front of their friends and show the hell off. It's like, ugh, I hate when she around. Like, you know what I mean? That girl or that guy to get around other people and start showing off or start putting your business
Showing
out there
off,
in front of your new person.
acting different.
Those are
Yep.
those new. That's the new version of that. People get on social media and show off.
True.
Mhm.
I think it
True.
just exposes it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna play a little game. Petty or protecting your peace. Scenario 1. You block your ex on everything after one argument. Petty or protecting your peace.
That's petty for sure. Petty.
You said the ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, your ex.
Hold on, were they already the ex? Or did they be so like you mean like they already the ex before the block?
Yeah, if that's if they're already your ex or they become your ex
Then it's
because y'all had an
protect.
argument.
Listen to me. I'm so I'm so hard to get in touch with. I'm so exclusive. I mean this. I'm not even bragging, I promise you. If we're already done and you still calling my phone, acting crazy, I'm protecting my peace. I'm blocking you, your mother, your kids, if they old enough. I'm blocking your friends. I'm blocking your business line. All that.
Damn. Say I'm like, you are dead to the world to me. You are not here, non-existent.
You're right. You
Okay.
don't get to mess this up and then still harass me.
People do it though.
Yeah, for sure.
You ask to see your partner's phone after finding suspicious messages. Petty or protecting your peace.
That's protecting your peace, but at the same time, I feel like it's a little bit of both. Petty.
Nah, it can't be both. You gotta pick one. Gotta pick one.
Hold on, you said what after seeing
You saw suspicious messages and you want to see your partner's phone.
Where did we get the messages from the first time?
Nah,
Their phone.
Nah, that
Or you saw them
that's-
like they
that's-
was texting somebody, you leaned over and saw it and was like,
nah, that's
let me see your phone.
Nah, that's petty. That's petty because if you were because I feel like that's an insecurity. Unless they have
That's an insecurity.
Yeah,
Why is that an insecurity?
because if you feeling like that I'm doing something suspicious, you should be able to talk to me about it.
I did. I said, let me see your goddamn phone.
Nah, that's digging for something.
That's not digging.
Yeah, it is. That's digging for something.
Nah, that's not digging.
That is. That's digging. Because if you feeling like I'm doing something wrong, then you would just ask me.
No, I want to come with facts. I want to come with receipts. I want to be able to show you that I can prove that you on some bullshit.
No, that's an insecurity.
All right.
You was already feeling like that.
Okay. Whatever.
Petty. Not protecting peace.
Yeah, whatever.
No. We gotta get her opinion.
It's
Okay.
protecting my health.
There you go.
Because to me, let me just show you what a bar is. Suspicious is words like sex, is certain words. So at this point, it's protecting my health. That's what it felt like to me. Because I don't care that you text some girl like what you doing, where you at. Like what I care about is when I see I'm with her. That's suspicious. And now I need to read the rest of that. Let's open mic now.
True. Okay. Your best friend doesn't like your partner and keeps warning you. Petty or protecting your peace?
Petty.
Who's your best friend or you?
Your best friend doesn't like your partner.
I say petty.
Why is that petty?
What you mean? You said petty.
Yeah, your best friend doesn't like your partner.
And they keep warning you.
They keep warning you. That's petty because
So you're asking, is who being petty?
Is that situation petty? Protecting your peace?
Okay. If she keeps warning me I don't think it's petty, but it's not protecting my peace either. It's like, girl, let me go. Okay, maybe I want to get cheated on. It's like sometimes people gotta learn. They don't believe you that fire is hot. You see what I'm saying? It's like let him cheat in peace.
Right.
True.
Some people really I had to back up off my friend. I literally told my best friend, I was like, girl, he is love bombing you. You know what she did? She went and told her sister what I said to her sister. Then it got back to me. I didn't say nothing else. He was love bombing, cheating, all kinds of shit. I started letting him cheat in peace. And I was not going to interrupt whatever lesson God had in store for her at that point.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to do our infamous red flag or nah game. Yay! Okay. Red flag or nah. They get angry every time you spend time with your family.
They get angry
every time you spend time with your family.
That's a red flag.
That's a burgundy flag.
Yeah. That's a red flag. For sure. Because that's your family. Like, why is he or she getting upset for that? Yeah, that's a red flag.
Every single time? Oh, you're not.
Yeah, I would say that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's definitely a red flag. What? Fuck out of here.
They consistently accuse you of cheating with no evidence. I won't say that's a red flag, though.
Like my thing is like, Valencia, baby, we're gonna have to hold hands when I say this to you. That is a red flag, my love.
Thank you. Thank you. Smack her around, please. Like, what? You don't think that's a
No.
red flag? Get the
No,
fuck out of here.
because you don't know. Like they might have a reason why they think that you're cheating. They just don't have the proof to say that you're cheating.
Guys, that's a fucking insecurity. I don't
That
give a
is
fuck
not
what
an
she says.
insecurity. That is not an insecurity.
That is an insecurity. If you can't be
I do think it
upfront,
is. I don't think it comes from. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
if you can't be upfront and ask and talk about it upfront, then and instead just go and accuse somebody, that's an assumption.
What world are you from that people tell the truth about cheating?
No, but at the same time, people don't tell the truth about cheating. But then you got to look at his other
Never.
patterns around it. Like, if it's just for no reason. Now, if he's staying out late, like if there's no real reason, why, in my opinion, like, cause I had a boyfriend like that, and one day I was like, dog, like you would think I was like a freaking Miss America, the way I'm cheating on you with everybody, and I mean, quite cute father. That's what he did. It was like, boy, like. I mean, listen, you might think I'm beautiful, but not everybody thinks that. Like, every time I leave the house, I'm not cheating.
Right.
Jeez.
Right.
Insecurity.
Thought one
My
time,
point
this
exactly.
boy accused me one time.
He's
He
insecure.
accused me of, when he came in the house, I had somebody jump out the window. I laid down, went to sleep, and then woke back up because he woke me up. I just seen the
See?
nigga jump out the window.
No, that's
Delusional.
different. That's
dog.
Nah,
That's-
that ain't nah.
that's different. That's different.
Nah.
That's waving it. That's I got to go.
More than that,
I got to go.
that's smoke screens. That's yeah. Insecurity for sure. That nigga's insecure.
All right. They say if I can't have
It
you,
was
nobody
psycho.
can.
Red flag for sure.
That's
It depends on how they
Mhm.
said it.
That's a I
And I
can't
just play.
get the
It's
fuck out
an
of there.
insecure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
red
It's an
flag for
insecure.
sure. I ain't never heard no shit like that. I can't have nobody can. I ain't never said no shit like that either. So yeah. Nobody never make me say anything like that. Ain't nobody make me say anything like that.
I will hope not. And don't get no ideas neither.
Same.
They apologize but never change the behavior. Red flag on all.
Red flag.
Yeah.
It's got to be some
Heck
sort of
yeah.
work to be done.
I'd rather you not
Some
say
sort
sorry and just change.
You know,
Sure.
yeah. It's got to be some sort of work being done.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. They read your messages while you're sleeping.
Red flag.
I don't say that's a red flag though. That's not a red flag. That's
what
not
the
a red
fuck
flag.
are you talking about?
That's not a red flag.
How's that not a red flag?
That's not a red flag.
Explain. Elaborate.
Because if I think that I need to go through your phone, then I'm gonna go through your phone and read your text messages. That's not a red flag.
That
That's
is
me being
invading.
cautious.
That is
a yellow flag.
That is invading privacy and a red flag. Because if you are feeling like you need to read my messages, whether they're from my mother, my sister, my brother, my daughter, my son, either one, that is a fucking red flag.
It's not.
Why do you have to go through my phone to read my messages?
It's not.
Unless you have to be feeling a certain type of way.
It's not a red flag.
Yes, it is.
It's
It's
not.
an insecurity.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is not an insecurity.
Unless you
I
ask, like,
think
hey,
it's a
can I
red
read,
flag. I think I
read
went
your
through.
phone? Can I read your phone?
Thank you.
So let me
Thank
say
you.
something. Like my ex had this pattern. He had a pattern, right, when I knew he was doing stuff. And so
Because men do.
I think like when you start doing things like when you start doing stuff like you're
You gotta
staying
be
out later, you got
conscious.
condoms,
Right.
you're not being honest with me, and we got stuff invested, we got bills together, we got children, and I go through your phone because I need to know what's going on. I don't think it's an automatic red flag, but I don't think it's automatically not either. I think it can be, but I don't think it is automatic. And not just because I think sometimes it became a little toxic even with me. Like I was being toxic at some points we're going through certain people's phones. But then I also have like I would be a hypocrite if I said be like, nah, and I only bring up the times that even with right now, I could be wrong, but I could justify. But there have been times where my mind right now, with who I am right now, can say, nah, I was being toxic. So I think it depends.
I think it's situational for sure.
But
Situational.
the situation breeds you feeling a certain type of way. So if you're feeling a certain type of way and you feel compelled to go through that person's phone, that means you've already had a feeling that something was wrong.
Yes, but that
Okay.
doesn't mean I can come to you and be like, hey, I think you cheating. Let me see your phone.
No, that's not no. See, okay, if you feeling like somebody is cheating, that's a feeling that you have. And if you got to go through that person's phone, then it's still an insecurity that you
It's
have.
not an insecurity.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the fact that I'm feeling like
Is it an
you doing
insecurity
something.
when you find things?
It's an insecurity even if you don't or you do. Because if you don't find something, then you looking like an idiot, right? Am I right or
No.
The
wrong?
word
Please get the
insecure.
fuck out of here.
I think we
No.
should define it.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
You
I
ain't
think
gonna
we should
admit that.
define.
I'm not gonna look like no idiot. Because one thing for sure, if I'm thinking something and I'm looking for it, it's probably true.
That means you're digging.
That means I'm not digging.
If you feeling something and you're looking for it, keyword is looking, that means you're digging for something.
No.
If you find something, then yes, that person is cheating.
It doesn't even have to be
necessarily.
cheating. It could just be it could be anything. Lying.
Yeah. I mean, it could be anything, right? Exactly. But what I'm saying is, if you're feeling something and you feel a certain type of way, and you ask that person or you go through their phone without them knowing, you're looking for something. That's an insecurity.
It's not
You're
everything is not an
weaponizing the word
insecurity. Why do you
insecure,
keep
though.
on the insecurity?
No. He's
It's
right. He's
it
right.
is an
It is an
insecurity.
insecurity. But I feel like you're weaponizing the word insecure. Like you're automatically making it a
No,
bad
I don't.
thing.
No,
I
I'm
think that
not
if
trying to
somebody's
weaponize
cheating on
it.
you,
No, I'm not. No, I'm not
Yes, he
weaponizing it.
is.
Because if we grown, you should be able to express how you feel without having to go behind my back and dig for something and look for something.
but that's you personally.
Anyway.
But every man is
Like if
not you,
you
right?
gonna
Maybe
go
you're
through
willing to say yes.
exactly. So that's why I'm
No.
saying I'm just talking about from me. That's an insecurity because you should be able to come talk to me.
So, so the definition of insecure is lacking confidence, stability, or safety. So if I'm like, so are you saying someone's insecure if he walks in on his wife cheating and she no longer feels safe in that marriage? Technically, that's insecurity. But you're weaponizing it like, oh, you're wrong for being insecure. Sometimes people.
Okay, I understand where that may feel like that. No, I'm not saying you're wrong for feeling insecure. Being insecure is a natural feeling. That's a feeling, okay? That is not a wrong feeling to have. There's plenty of feelings that we have that, that we don't like and necessarily to like to feel. But if how am I trying to explain it? It's like if
Come on, got wrapped up.
I can't really find the words to explain exactly. Go ahead.
All right. Hot take round. Everybody has 10 seconds to answer the question.
All right.
Okay. Erica, you first. What relationship advice needs to be retired immediately?
Can I go second? Hold on, because I can't even, my mind don't do that.
What relationship advice should be
Hold
retired
on.
immediately?
What you said? What relationship advice?
Needs to be retired immediately. Like, what should people stop saying about relationships?
What's for you is for you.
The best way to get over him is to get under somebody.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What she won't do or he won't do,
Somebody else will.
do.
Yeah, that's not true. So that
is
should be
not true,
retired.
for sure.
Okay. Is jealousy ever romantic? Erica.
It can be. I've been in a relationship with somebody who was not jealous at all. Like I almost felt like he didn't care what happened. So I think if if it's a little bit like, well, babe, I want to make sure of this and not like raging, but I think a little bit of like him basically like jealousy to the point of him claiming you. Yeah.
Mario.
Okay, so yeah, I think it could be healthy, very minute, very minute. And I'm just and I'm saying this truthfully. I'm just now understanding that.
I don't think it's romantic. Okay, next person. Can a toxic person truly change?
No.
Fisher Beats.
No.
No? Erica.
See, again, everything lives in a gray area. Like you can go to rehab, you can go to therapy. I think that in certain environments, people are different people too.
I don't think a toxic person could ever change.
But I see your point. I don't fully understand it, but I see your point. But they still gotta work. You still gotta work on that shit. I don't think they'll ever change.
Toxic people don't want to work on it.
Yeah,
they want to be toxic.
Right. They're gonna fall right back into that. Yeah.
All right. What's the biggest dating red flag people excuse? People lying about their kids. People lying about their baby mamas. Anybody else? People lying about their past.
Delusion. That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay.
People not making any decisions. They don't care. Wherever you want to go, they want to go. Whatever you want to do, it don't matter. Whatever you want to do, I don't care. I think that's a kind of a red flag people ignore.
Yeah.
Because then when you're in a crisis, this person don't know shit. You're like, come on.
Right.
Like, I'm in here by myself trying to figure all this out. Like, you don't know nothing.
Right.
I think that
Right.
people ignore that. I did.
Okay. So, what's a red flag you ignored that later turned into a disaster? And this question is for the audience as well. What's a red flag you ignored that later turned into a disaster?
I think indifference. When I said he wasn't jealous, he was just basically so he was just indifferent, and I ignored it. But it felt like peace because I was coming from a relationship where people were putting their hands. He was putting his hands on me. He was
Right.
super jealous
Right.
and super controlling, and so that felt like peace until I became the anxious one and he became the avoider.
Okay.
Manipulation.
Manipulation.
I feel like people tend to discard that from time to time because the smallest minute of manipulation could be something so big, can turn into something so big, and how quick it changes can catch you off guard. So I say manipulation.
Okay. Yeah. Agree. All right. Well, tonight's conversation may have been messy, but the reality is serious.
For sure.
Pay attention to the signs. Sometimes the red flags aren't just red flags, they are warnings. And remember, protecting your peace is never something you should apologize for. Anybody else have any last words?
No. Try to be as positive as possible. All good vibes. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. I think that's it, y'all.
Yes. So that was our episode for tonight. Thank you, Erica, for joining us for this
appreciate it.
episode. This conversation was very, very healthy and unhealthy at the same time.
Yeah, with your crazy self.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, and make sure y'all go download Bougie Champagne's new album, Affinity, streaming on all platforms.
Nice.
Yes.
Go
Had
check
to give
out.
her the plug, and make sure y'all look for Miss Erica Moses' book.
And also, Vibez V, you on the mixtape?
Oh yeah, my mixtape came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Next to Rise,
Right.
Springtime Mix.
Right.
I'm
Plug
number
it.
8 on the
Plug it.
playlist. Go download that, stream that, and until next time. Peace. Known you was just a fucking fraud. Book a fraud. Counterfeit the signs, back like DHgate. Book a fraud. Fraud like BBLs and butt injections. Book a fraud. Fuck you thought this was? I don't do menage a trois. Moving like you Stevie J. Clarissa put him up and coming in this nigga. Shoulda threw you back before I ever let you touch my pussy. Don't get scared now. This that karma shit. I'ma expose you like a snitch. And once I'm done with you, book a fraud. You gon' be somebody's bitch. Smooth suave nigga, real celebrity type. Not gonna say his name. Now he got away.